to tell if the trash needs to be taken out, there are two things to consider. Number one, the trash bin is full, and it's hard to put things in the trash bin, and they kind of are starting to fall out. And number two, it stinks, or it will soon stink. If you put something in the trash bin, like some raw chicken parts, that chicken will stink in the morning. It will be much better if you take it out by the end of the day than it will be to wake up in the morning to a stinky house. The stinky cases of needing to take out the trash are pretty easy to figure out because, well, they're stinky. So let's talk about how to determine if your rubbish bin is full. Rubbish bin is just like a fancy snazzy word for trash can. I just like the word rubbish. But for the sake of the video, I'm trying to use trash can. That's what I'll try to use, trash can or trash bin. We'll see how many times I mess up. Hey friend, it's Amy on A Lolly Life, and you are a breath of fresh air when the world starts to feel like it's full of stinky trash. You matter. You are important to me. Is the trash can full? Does the lid close properly, or if it swings, does the lid swing properly? Because if it doesn't, it's probably full. If it doesn't have a lid, does it reach the top of the trash bin? And when you try and push the trash down, because I know that everybody does that. Okay, maybe not everybody, but I do that. It gets full and you don't want to take it out, and so you just push it down with a piece of clean trash on top of the other trash. So if you're not able to push the trash down anymore, and it's still at the top of the trash can, then the trash is full, and it needs to be taken out. You especially know it's full when you try to put a piece of trash in and you have to balance it very, very carefully in order to get it to stay. That means the trash can is very full. Take out the trash. There are 4 steps to taking out the trash, and the first one is removing the full trash bag. Most trash bags are made to fit tightly around the top of the rubbish bin. The top of the trash can. You would need to put your finger under the edge of the trash bag and flip it up over the edge of the trash can to be able to pull it out. Pulling the bag out of the trash bin. Now this may sound like it's like a super easy thing, but it's hard sometimes. That can happen because there's suction, or that the trash has been packed down in there really, really tight, or maybe just because it's heavy. Some of my tricks for getting the trash bag out of the trash bin when it is very, very hard to pull it out are I will hold the edge of the trash bin with one hand and yank up on the trash bag with the other hand. Other times I ask somebody to hold the trash bin for me so that I can yank with 2 hands to pull the trash bag out. So yes, sometimes it is necessary to get help taking out the trash because it's heavy. The second thing you need to do to take out the trash after you have removed the trash bag from the trash bin is to tie it off and set it to the side. Our trash bags come with a little drawstring tie that you pull out, and then you use those 2 ends to tie off your trash bag. Other trash bags come with 2 flaps on the sides that you can use to tie it together, but even if it doesn't have flaps, you need to do something to tie off the trash bag so that the trash doesn't fall out of the trash bag. It is okay to tie off your trash bag before you pull it out of the rubbish bin, trash can. But depending on the kind of trash bags you have, or how full it is, you might have trouble tying it off before you pull it out, which is why I tell you to pull it out first and then tie it off. But it doesn't matter either way. If you're having trouble tying off your trash bag before you pull it out, it's probably because it's a little bit too full, and it is actually easier to tie it off once you get it out of the trash can. Step 3 is putting in a new trash bag. Most of the time, I put the new trash bag into the trash can before I take the old one out to the outside garbage cans, and that is because I don't want to forget to put the new trash bag in. If I'm just doing it right then it's easier for me to remember to put the new trash bag in. And I don't want somebody to throw something in the trash can before I put the new trash bag in. So I usually take care of that first, but it really is okay to take care of it in either order. However, there is a special note associated with setting the trash bag off to the side, and that is if the trash bag is leaking. You should always, always, always check to see if the trash bag is leaking when you pull it out of the trash can. And if it is leaking, that means that you need to immediately get it outside as quick as possible without going over any carpet or rugs. You will have to clean up all of that leaking stuff, and trash bags leak occasionally. So if it's leaking, take it outside right then, that very moment, and then come back in and put your trash bag in. Otherwise, if it's not leaking, then you can do it whichever way you want. Tell me in the comments below if you've ever had to take out a trash bag that was leaking, and you're like leaking trash bag story, because they're kind of disgusting, and I think all of us have had to do that. Probably. Okay, back to replacing the trash bag. Sometimes they store them at the bottom of the trash bin. Our house is so small that we just store them just a few steps away, and so it's really not that big of a deal. But you need to go find your trash bags to put in your trash bin. Maybe under the sink. Some people keep them there. Some people keep them in the cupboard. There are 2 ways to put in a trash bag. But before we get to that, if you're getting value out of this video, I would appreciate it if you would like the video, because when you do that, it helps grow my channel, because it tells YouTube that people would like to watch this video. First off, trash bags are manufactured inside out, so you can just take the trash bag and put it around the top ring of the trash can. And then as you put the trash in, it kind of pushes the bag down. I have found that if you put your trash bag on like that, that you generally will have to push the trash down from time to time in order to get it to move down the trash bag. I actually don't like touching the trash. Sure, there is absolutely a time where you should touch the trash and push it down so that you don't have to take out the trash any more often than you have to. I do believe in that, absolutely. But I don't like pushing down the trash, and so if I put the trash bag in such a way that I do not have to push down the trash, that's a benefit for me. I prefer the snap method, when you open the bag with a snap. Then I put the bag in the bin, and I stretch the top of the bag around the top of the trash can or around the ring that holds the trash bag in. I usually put one corner on and then work my way around the top of the trash bin. I use my other hand to help hold the trash bag in place so that it doesn't slip back over the top. One of the things that I love about my trash can, actually I love lots of things about my trash can, but one of the things that I love about my trash can is that it has this ring, and it kind of like folds up just a tiny bit. It makes it easier to put the trash bag on, and it hides the top of the trash bag from sticking out. If you're looking for a new rubbish bin, you should check out the link in the description below. I would buy this trash can again in a heartbeat. The fourth and final step to taking out the trash is taking the full trash bag out to the dumpster. Now, if you live in an apartment building, a lot of times they'll have a very large dumpster that everybody puts their trash in. Most residential houses have smaller dumpsters that are rolled out to the curb on a set day each week for the trash to be picked up. It's common for most of the houses in neighborhoods to have 2 trash bins outside, and one of them is for trash, one of them is for recycling. Sometimes they say on the side what they're for, and sometimes they don't. If you don't know which bin is which one to put your trash in and which one to put your recycling in, a lot of times you can just peek inside and see if there's already trash or recycling in there. If you've got a trash bag and you peek in and there's recycling in there, then it's probably the other trash bin that you would put it in, and vice versa. But if there's nothing inside, you might have to ask somebody which is which. Taking out the trash isn't hard, but it is a learned skill for a lot of people. Another chore that people often forget is a learned skill is sweeping the kitchen floor. Click on the video in the corner to find out what it takes to learn to sweep the kitchen floor. Thanks for joining me here on A Lolly Life, where we talk about life skills. And I'll see you on the next episode.